we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
And here's Curry for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the Timberwolves with possession. For three, Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards has got 5 points.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Here's Curry. Edwards pulls it in.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching. Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
It's tipped. Pajimski with it. He's picked up by Edwards. On up the court. And that one's good. Green.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
For three, Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Tries again. And he hits the jumper. 10 points for him.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Curry surveys. They're running. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
From deep three-point range. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And Gobert with the stuff.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Curry passes to Moody. Green, a screen. And Moody is good for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing, defended by Pajimski. 6 on the shot clock. Randall can't hit. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Butler outside, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Edwards for 3. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 13 now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, brings it.
And he gets it to go off the front iron. 7 points in the game.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, down low. Now here's Pajemski. No made baskets yet. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
Edwards for 3. They get it again. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Curry for 3. Curry buries the triple.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Well, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
They're averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace.
Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Outside for Butler. Pass to Moody. Three-pointer. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And he's going for the Gobert. Goes up and brings it down.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
Butler against Randall. The 15-footer. Butler can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 7. Now here's Edwards. He's got 18. Knocks down the long J.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Outside Moody. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Moody. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo against Curry. Right side Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. On the wing, Curry. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Moody. Green with a screen on Randall. Here's Moody. It's tipped.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall. Otherwise, he's going to block him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And stolen by Green. Outside Moody. Beyond the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Moody's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
To the left wing. McDaniels from long range. They grab their own miss. Randall outside. For three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Continuing their momentum going into the break. He tacks on 3 more.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. And it's all okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. He's taking about the shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Dillingham. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Right side, Payton. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
Minnesota leading by 11. Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
For three, Conley. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 11. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. To the inside, Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Conley passes to Alexander Walker. Wing shot on the way. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Alexander Walker's got his first basket.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And it's Hield missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions. And he just driving the stake in there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
For three, Conley. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Hield. Sends it home from three-point land.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Left side Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Hield.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hield on the wing. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Off target with the three. Minnesota leading by 8. Outside, Alexander Walker. That one no good. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Ooh, Kuminga, so deadly at the rim.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
From the wing, Minnesota again missing. And so Kuminga will bring it up for Golden State. On the wing, Payton. He's guarded by Conley. Hield on the wing. There's a screen by Kuminga. Nice move. Nifty move. And Hield lays it in. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from him. They made a nice push to keep it close.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Butler. Pass to Green. The kick out, Curry. They set a pick. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Warriors trail by 7. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
For three, DiVincenzo. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Outside Moody. Pass to Green. The kick out. Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Oh, Curry from way out there.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
And here's Edwards outside. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Curry against DiVincenzo. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Randall's got room, and Minnesota again with a bucket. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry passes to Butler. There's the three. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Edwards. Drops in the three. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Curry's got 19 points.
Working that in-between area, Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Butler outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside Butler. Shoots over Randall. The shot by Butler, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Randall on the screen. Edwards gets a very good look and converts. Edwards got 8 here in this quarter.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Pass to Moody. Over McDaniels. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Edwards on the move. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Puts up a three. Rebound, Minnesota.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
The three from Curry. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Launches it from deep. Hauled in by Curry.
What an incredible shot.
Wow!
Yes, indeed.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat.
And Greg. What stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Williams is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5 spot.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Conley inside the line, and he gets the jumper to drop. Memphis with the ball. Bain looking around. Memphis moving it around. Jackson against Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For 3, Edwards. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Jackson. Michael Conley making his last shot. It's a 7-point spread. Bain with the steal. Morant passes to Williams. Can they get it? That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Morant. Randall grabs the board.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
For 3, Edwards. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got 6 points.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Morant. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
To the left wing. Shoots. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Bain. Scoreless thus far. Here's Edey. Shot is good off the back rim and in. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Conley, the pass to Randall. From outside the arc, Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Morant bats for 2. It's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Conley's shot is off. Morant looking around. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Now here's Williams. Pass to Bane. It's stolen by Edwards. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Here's Conley. After Memphis gets the 3, drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 7.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Edey can't hit. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Conley kicks to McDaniel. A 3-ball. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Nobody near Williams. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 7. Conley finds McDaniel. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. McDaniel's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now here's, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
Here's Morant. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Had the space there, but it's offline. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Morant. Misses off the left iron. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Morant passes to Bane. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. If he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Conley dishes to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Conley against Morant. Here he goes. And Morant throws it down.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Conley with a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Now here's Morant for three. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last trade.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter. Morant outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert has got 8 rebounds in this game. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Edwards. Three-pointer. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We got Joe Ingles. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Naz Reid out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Reid misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Grizzlies. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Timberwolves leading by 7. Shot on the wing. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Bagley kicks to Kennard. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Kennard. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Shannon. Here's Alexander Walker. And another three for Minnesota.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Bagley the pass to Stevens. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now, Alexander Walker from the Bengals. Bagley with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Bagley sends a screen for Kennard. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota leading by 10. For three. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. It's up a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The wide open look here for Ingles. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with the ball. Reed with a screen on Jackson. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Kennard on the wing. He's got 9. And the basket by Jackson.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Lets it fly. Money from the wing. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter. The Grizzlies have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Kennard for three. Minnesota with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
DiVincenzo with it. Ingles, that's for 2. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Pippen. And it's Stevens, and at the 3, the small forward. Pippen kicks to Kennard. Takes a 3. Randall grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And slam dunk by Gobert. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago, 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Kennard for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Kennard on the wing. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Releases, and he hits the jump shot. Kennard's got 13 points in the second half. Timberwolves leading by 11, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Randall against Jackson. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the knee and take that one home.
Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Conley dishes to Randall. Plenty of space. Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And the intelligence of Randall evident on that play. Fantastic at picking the right shots to take in this offense.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
In the corner, it's Payne. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Gobert finds Conley. Popped up there for Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Payne.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Clock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Out to Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge. .110 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You got to love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Out to Edwards. On the top of the key. The shot, no good. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, Payne. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Conley with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Jackson, a screen on Conley. Morant. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Payne for 3. The shot will not fall. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. From deep three-point land. The shot misses. And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
numbers for these teams, Brent. They both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. Off target from outside. Outside Curry. From deep. Connects from downtown.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Morant outside. The Warriors pull it in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Here's Wells. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And it's Edey missing. Outside heel. No good on the triple. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pulls it from 20. And that one's good. Morant.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Outside heel. Moody passes to Hield. Takes a 3. The rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Curry with a steal. Outside heel. Takes the 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
Pass to Edey. Shoots it from the corner. Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Green, the pass to Hield. Another 3 for Golden State.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Lets it go. Not going to go that time. The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry from deep. The rebound by Edey.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Edey.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Sinks it from distance.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Here's Hield. The kick out. Curry. 58 seconds left in the first. That won't go either for Curry.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. On the wing, Curry, hounded by Morant. Pass to Butler. The 3 hits the trifecta. Butler's got 6 points.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Warriors pushing it up now. That's good from Curry on the assist by Green. 7 points in the game.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. great hustle on that play.
Jackson with a screen on Curry. Jackson outside. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Now here's Curry from deep three-point land. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Edey in at the center position. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
The Warriors lead by 9. Curry surveys. The three is up. Oh, Curry from way out there.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Here's the pick. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Curry with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Shot on the wing, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
To stop the run. Aldama no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Curry, 12 points for him. Pass to Moody. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. Yes, sir! Ja can throw it down.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Curry passes to Moody. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Moody's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And here's Morant outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Hield. Right side Moody. And here's Curry for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Moody. Over Bane. And it's Bane with the rebound. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that." To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 14.
There's no way Draymond wasn't getting that ball as it came off the rim. Draymond, a premier example of why the NBA tracks things like those hustle stats you see.
Sinks the tray. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The 3 from Curry. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back. And, of course, he did it. That's the answer.
Outside Morant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Morant's got 14 points for the game. Here's Curry. 15 points in the game. The three. Launches a three. Another three for Golden State.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Outside heel. Over Bane. No good from the wing. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
They've got Gary Payton II, also Kuminga out there. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors 5. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block BA.
Baseline try. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Bagley. Bagley sets a screen. From outside the arc. And another three for Memphis.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Spencer. Kuminga with it. Three-pointer. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Kennard. And another basket for Memphis.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Post shot, no good. Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside, Williams. Here's Jackson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Gets the three ball to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
Jackson, right side. Kennard against Kuminga. And he comes up with a bucket. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:49 left in the third. It's Podziemski on the wing. Here's Payton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-5 run. Jackson finds Bagley. Kennard for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Right side, Payton. Back to Podziemski. And here's Kuminga for three. Nails it from three. Kuminga's got 8 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pass to Williams. He puts up a three. He buries it from three. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 10-point game. Pippen, pass to Williams. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors with another three. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard outside. 4-3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Vince Williams is out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Pippen in at the one.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Kennard way outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Hield's got 4 rebounds now. Curry with it. Guarded now by Williams. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's Curry. Curry from inside.
I like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Here's Wells. No good on the three. The Warriors lead by 13. From 20 feet. Curry's shot is off. Jackson surveying the D. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis.
Grizzlies South, number 10, Luke Kennard.
The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Curry. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Curry's jumper just so pure, he can go up from just about anywhere on the floor and knock him down.
Here's Bane. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Curry finds some space, gets an open look, and hits it. Curry's got 24 points.
That's a high percentage shot from Steph Curry. Just put that on repeat.
And here's Morant outside, and it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. 19-footer. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 17. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Kennard. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Healed on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. For Memphis, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Jackson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Jackson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The 3 from Curry. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And here's Curry for 3. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Kennard off the mark with a little step back Jay.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Grizzlies on D, trailing by 17. Here's Curry. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Floats one. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Warriors.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And here's Curry for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Bane. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Curry. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Left side, Green. Fades away. The shot no good. And here are the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A clean. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Like up and down doors, fast basketball, these teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here is Conley. Launches it. Traps in the tray.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Curry looking around. Over Conley. Julius Randle with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fades back. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randle has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Another miss by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Conley kicks to Randle. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 6 points.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Outside Conley. Left side, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Now Hield. Takes the 3. Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels. Gobert in the corner. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Curry with it. Picked up by Edwards. Curry passes to Green. And Green slams it in.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. And here's Gobert after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range. He has 5.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Hield with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 11 points.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Curry against Conley. They kick out to Hield. Stolen by McDaniels. Randle with the ball. Butler covering. And Edwards slams it in.
The Ant-Man is in the house. Mr. Anthony Edwards making it look easy.
Hield finds Moody. There's the triple. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Conley with the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with a wide open look. The long distance 3 is buried. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
That's a 2 from Butler. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun. I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Conley kicks to Randall. Back to Conley. Randall outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 3. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Randall. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. On its way from Curry for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got 19 points.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And here's Conley outside. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Steph, perfection from the arc.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now the Warriors keeping it up. Hield with the bucket.
Boy, how about the release? I mean, no sooner does that ball hit his hands than he rises and fires. Buddy Hield doing what he's paid for.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Randall. Takes a big night bounce and goes in. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
We know Julius Randle is a scorer. This guy will find a way.
Up top, Curry. He's got 24, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Conley against Curry. Pass to Edwards. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Green passes to Hield. The kick outside to Butler. 4 on the clock. Over Randall. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Conley the pass to Edwards. The 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Conley against Curry. Pass to Moody. The 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Left side, Butler. Oh, in the jam by Butler.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, he... Look out.
And that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Yeah, but thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Peyton, right side. Pass to Spencer. Now Pajemski. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No good with the wing jumper.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
To the paint. Pajemski's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Swiped away. It's stolen. Here's Pajemski. A three-pointer is right on target. Pajemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pajemski on the wing. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Reed.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Outside, Kuminga. This one for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:27 left to play in the third. Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the three. Out to Miller. Over Kuminga. Miller, no luck.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves trail by 11. From deep, Ingles bangs home the trifecta. Ingles has got 8 points.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Man showing some terrific range. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Kuminga against Miller. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Payton with the screen for Kuminga. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. Kuminga's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Here's DiVincenzo, and he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Kuminga, no good. Puts up a deep three, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. 5 to shoot. Ingles can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Reed. Lays it up off the glass. Reed's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo against Curry. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Reed. And Curry pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hield way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Buddy Hield from another galaxy. Wow, that was deep.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Covered by Hield. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Alexander Walker.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Edwards inside, guarded by Green. Edwards can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Curry gets the bucket. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And the shot goes in. 8 points for Mike Conley. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Curry against Conley. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 10. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Curry. Now, here's Moody. Pass to Green. Moody with it. Back to Green. It's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one here. Handle a screen on Butler. Back to McDaniel. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Curry makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Well, we know Steph Curry has a ton of fun on the court because he can score from virtually anywhere. But that floater is a must-have tool in the toolbox.
Lets it go with the three. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. A 12-point game.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Randle right side. It's stolen by Hield. One-on-one fast break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Offensive rebound. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. McDaniels passes to Randle. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry way outside. No good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they...
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
court, Stan. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possession.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Bane. Shoots. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Bane fires from way outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Edwards for 3. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Over to the left wing. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Well, Conley is an excellent decision maker and floor general for this team.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Hits a three-pointer.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Lets it fly. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Conley looking for an opening. Good on the bucket. Conley's got 7 points in the game. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Lots of room. Yep, that one goes.
An active scorer. Morant's role on this team is to be aggressive on offense and look to capitalize often.
Here's Conley. And the shot falls short that time. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And the basket by Bane.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Morant against Conley. From the top of the key, again the Timberwolves score. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Now Morant. He's got 6. Jackson, pass to Wells. And another 3 from Memphis.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
A good look from Bane. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Timberwolves have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. From deep, Conley. And the three-pointer goes. 12 points for him.
And we're so used to seeing Conley as the facilitator, but tonight, his number is being called.
Here's Morant. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Conley. He's got 12. Yep, that one's good.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 2 on the clock. He's off on that one. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for the Timberwolves. Absolutely can't. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Huff in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edwards. Oh, he packs it down right over Jaren Jackson.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And Morant laces the triple. And Minnesota with possession here. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
Shot clock at 5. Outside Bane. Pass to Huff. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. And this game is tied up now.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
It sure does.
McDaniels can't hit. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating. Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Jackson with a screen on Conley. Aggressive take from Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Minnesota leading by 4. From deep, Conley. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Morant. And he goes right over Rudy Gobert. Slams it down.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Pass to Bane. Over Edwards. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Shoots from the elbow. Now Conley. From downtown. Memphis with a rebound. Wells, the pass to Morant. Here's Jackson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's the three. McDaniels with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Tries the spin move. Here's Morant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Minnesota in the lead. Unloads from 13. The shot by Conley. No good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And they take the lead. Give him 8 points now.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Randall outside. Fires the three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Moran against Conley. On the wing, Bain. 4-3. The shot no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus, and you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Miller. And it's Reed in at the center position. The kick out to Williams. He shoots a 3. The rebound by Ingles. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 5. Ingles, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson finds Bagley. Drills the baseline jumper. Bagley's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Ingles from outside. Knocks down the triple. Ingles got 9 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Jackson, the pass to Williams. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ingles from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, he tries a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Miller outside. Pass to Reed. Outside. DiVincenzo. Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Ingles. Pulls it from the corner. The rebound by Jackson.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. And they're running. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Memphis 5. For First personal foul. First team foul.
Miller against Jackson. DiVincenzo, the pass to Ingles. Just 4 to shoot. 20 feet out. The shot, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Bagley. Outside, Williams. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Pippen. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Pippen's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. That 3's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. Williams with the screen. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Williams. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miller finds Ingles. Back to Miller. Here is DiVincenzo. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter here. Right side, Williams. For the lead. The shot off that time. And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And don't go. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. So it's Minnesota now. They've got Vince Williams, Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Off the bounce, Conley will typically pull up for a shot rather than trying to take it all the way to the hole.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just...
Edwards using the vertical. Wow.
Oh, my. Edwards going way up for that slam.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Pippen. Lets it go from the wing. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Now Randall. Defended by Jackson. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Pippen. And Memphis shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Williams from long range. Pass to Aldama. Kicks it out to Jackson. Kennard for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Pippen, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And he lobs it up. Gobert goes up and brings it down.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do. And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Conley passes to Edwards. The three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Pippen. Hey, expanding his range. And Conley grabs the miss.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Can you say prime-time player Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shot from the wing. And the basket by Bane. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Drills it from deep. Conley's got 24 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Outside Bane. Jackson the screen. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota with the ball. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. For 3, Conley. Memphis with a rebound.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And again, it's Memphis missing. 16 seconds left in the game. Randall, the pass to Conley. Fires from way outside. On the money. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's
time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now Golden State's starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. Now here's Curry. Fires away from outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
The 3 from Morant. Nailed from three-point land.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Butler. That's a 2 from Hield. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Tremendous shooter. Hield can hit from anywhere.
Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Here's Butler, following the basket by John Morant. Butler, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's Morant for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis. Butler, a screen on Morant. Curry fires from way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Tries again. And he nails the jumper.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Curry outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. It's a 5-point game. Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 11 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Owens. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Releases, and a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 15.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Outside, Green, back to Curry, from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. They get it back. Wells wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Morant against Curry. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And it's Morant missing. Warriors trail by 7. Finished off the break. And that's 10 points for Stephen Curry.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Butler kicks to Curry. Fires away from way outside. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Memphis in the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bain on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Curry looking it over. Fires from deep. Edey with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Three-pointer Hield. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wells passes to Jackson. Wells sets the pick for Jackson. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 8. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Trains the three-pointer. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And here is Curry, following the 3 from Jaren Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson passes to Bain. Here's the 3. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot by Curry, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Wells for 3. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Curry against Jackson. Moody the pass to Butler. Butler on the attack.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Green missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Bain for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Bain's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pippin's checked in for John Morant. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And it's Green missing.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Payne for three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Now Pippen. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edie's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pippen with the wide open look. Offline with his three. Outside Curry. No good with the layup. And so it's Memphis up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Kuminga out there with Payton, and it's Spencer in at the point guard position.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Pass to Payton. And there's the drive. Basket good. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Three-pointer. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Three, Pippen. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Outside, Kuminga. Tipped away. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here's Pippen. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
That shot a little beyond his normal range. And the Grizzlies lead by 14. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Inside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Pajemski. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pajemski's got his first 3 points of the game. Now, here's Pippen. Pass to Bagley. And here's Kennard. Back to Bagley. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
uses the glass to finish the layup. Kuminga's got his first basket.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Bagley dishes to Pippen. Loud pass to Bagley. The kick out to Williams. Back to Pippen. Shoots it up. On the wing, Jackson. Three-pointer. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Kuminga with it. Williams picks him up. Three-pointer, Payton. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kennard for three. And Spencer pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Bagley. Pass to Kennard. Shoots. One shot is good that time. Kennard's got 5. Warriors trail by 9. Outside, Payton. Now Pajemski. He's guarded by Williams. And the shot goes down.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Pippen. Kennard on the wing. The rebound by Post.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Lets the three fly. Pass to Pajemski. With the fadeaway. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 7-point differential. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good from outside.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Wells. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Bane finds Jackson. Here's Wells. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Wells has got 5 points now this quarter. Up top, Curry. Guarded by Morant. And they pick up 2.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Here's Wells. Pass to Jackson.
Switch.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bane. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Outside, Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Curry kicks to Butler. Hield against Bain. Hield can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. While their passes to Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 20 points for Stephen Curry. Here's Edey. Pass to Jackson. Launches from deep. The rebound by Hield.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Morant bats for 2. He drains the quick shot. Morant's got 22.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
The shot from 20 feet away. The shot by Curry, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Morant outside. Payne looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State running out of time. Curry finds Moody. No good on the 3. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Wells. Offensive rebound. Edey. And that one is hammered home.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Memphis.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Edey. Warriors with the rebound. Curry with it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A confident win, and thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. Richard Jeffers.